this video, leave a like, leave a comment. Without further ado, let's get into today's video, shall we?
No one told me about this, by the way. I had to learn this on my own. There is another Concord level failure in the AAA gaming space. Unknown 9. I'm assuming you guys just didn't hear about this? Because I didn't either, and I keep my finger on the pulse of these massive flopperooskies. So Unknown 9 was a game that came out to crickets. An all-time peak of 285. That means Gollum basically 5x'd this game's player count. And that's not, the biggest surprise in the world. There's all kinds of flops born every minute. But this one had so many trailers and shit, and so much money behind it, and before this game even released, they had planned an entire franchise around it, which they have now announced is cancelled. It was a transmedia process where they were going to make here it is, right here. Video game, film, and book. And I also read that they were talking about, like, comics and... right here. And comics and web series. And podcasts. So they invested unbelievable amounts of money in this before the game even came out. Like, this was going to be like fucking Star Trek or something for them. They really thought they had something with Unknown 9. And I went back and I watched the trailer, and I can vaguely remember we saw this at one of Jeff Keighley's Game Awards or something. I don't remember which.
Peggy 16.
But, like, even the name just sounds like it's destined for, like, the bargain bin. Unknown 9 sounds like something from an Adam Sandler film where, like, he walks in on his kid playing games. He's like, what you playing, sport? And he's like, Unknown 9, Dad. It's only the optimal battle royale hero shooter. Old man, get out of here, geriatric. They had a trailer in pretty much every game show for the past 2 years. But yeah, this was like their cinematic trailer. It didn't really ring any bells for me here, but the one that did... Where is it? This one.
And the first chapter of a larger adventure that unfolds within the Unknown 9 narrative universe. You play as Haruna, a young woman with impressive supernatural abilities.
I remembered this. I didn't know the game ever came out, and I guess no one else did either.
Comes from her attunement to the Fold. Realize that they are the only ones who can stop them from meddling with forces that should better be left untouched.
So, they had all these trailers throughout the years. It was going to be this massive media empire, rivaling Hello Kitty and Pokemon, I guess. They were just investing heavily. Game came out. I didn't even know it came out. We didn't even touch it on, like, a bad game night or anything. It's apparently fucking terrible.
We need to get that door open. I'd wager there's a switch.
You know what it reminds me of before I let the gameplay continue? Do you guys remember, I think it was like 10 years ago now, they had that, like, Indiana Jones style bad game that had a lot of hype around it, and it was a big flop. I can't remember anything else about it. No, not Forspoken, older than that. It was like an Uncharted kind of game, but done on like $50 a budget. Was it Unearthed? I don't know, it might have been Unearthed. I thought it had a longer name than that. I thought it was something like Clive Doofenheim's Exploration to the Center of the World or something, but let me see Unearthed. Yep, it is Unearthed. Trail of Ibn Battuta, that's what it was. Fuck. It reminds me of this game.
Welcome to Morocco, my friends. I'm glad you could make it. The adventure of one of the world's greatest explorers.
Of course I see the Chainsaw Man movie.
Ibn Juzay wrote an account of
And
Ibn
I did not
Battuta's
see that,
adventures
Ray.
in a book called Al-Rila. Was passed to us through generations. The book
Man, I need to replay Unearthed Trail of Ibn Battuta. But yeah, this was episode 1 of what was supposed to be like this long-spanning epic. But it's very clear this game was made off of, a pretty small budget. This, allegedly, from some of the numbers I was reading, was over $100 million because they had so many things in the can already outside of just games. And this is what the game looks like.
I see you, Twister! Give up! Find that crate! She's there! She just disappeared! I found her!
It's crazy just how out of touch gaming companies can be these days.
Where'd she go?
It reminds me of just old 360 games you'd find used at GameStop for like $10. And you're like, fuck it, I'll play it for a few hours. What was it? Also, I didn't look at the reviews. I want to see what IGN gave this game.
It only took 10 minutes of playing Unknown 9 Awakening for me to feel a keen sense of deja vu, taking out enemies in small
And a keen smell of dog shit because this game is trash.
Story of personal growth, also just
Watch them give it an
stuff like
8.
this.
What is happening here? What am I looking at? Oh. That's a pretty cool find. An infinite Dormammu loop.
Unknown 9 Awakening, the wholly underwhelming adventure.
Nice. So yep, apparently this whole franchise cost tons and tons of money. I had an unbelievable amount of faith in it, and it is now canned. Because it only ever had 285 players. Which is absolutely incredible. So, I will definitely be playing this after the World Championship. So, after this weekend, I'll probably start playing it on Monday, like next Monday. We're gonna give it a whirl. Before they take it off Steam, inevitably. It looks like it was a new studio founded by a guy who was a writer on 3 Assassin's Creed games. That just sounds so par for the course. Let's see. Actually, let me finish reading the rest of this article. I haven't seen this article. I was looking at other ones. I just love this statement. Posted on LinkedIn, informed the community the studio would not be greenlighting any further projects related to the Unknown 9 development. What community? You had 285 people. You could have gotten them in a Discord call. There's no one to even address. Listen, guys, I know you've been feverishly waiting for more Unknown 9 development news, and boy howdy do we have some bad stuff for you today. I'm sure none of you saw this coming, but they pumped the brakes on us. Explained the decision was made following the failure of the studio's ambitious and courageous first project, a new IP with a rich transmedia universe, and acknowledged the game didn't come near the company expectations because the debut title massively underperformed. He confirmed the IP didn't warrant any further exploration. Before its release, gamers thought Unknown 9 Awakening was a mix of Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden, and Forspoken. Who thought that? Shortly after the franchise announcement, Bandai Namco Entertainment acquired Unknown 9 Studio to undertake the ambitious project. Unfortunately, part of Hort's statement confirmed several staff members would be made redundant, including back-office employees, and given severance packages, further health benefits, access to counseling services, and proactive career planning support. CEO added that the affected staff would be assigned to one of Bandai Namco's IP projects where possible, stating the work was shaping up very well. Unfortunately, this is Reflector's second round of redundancies after a wave in November 2024. Jesus. Even though Unknown 9 Awakening flaunted amazing stepping powers... What is that? Amazing stepping powers? What is that? Shows awesome stepping powers. Can I see? Are these the stepping powers?
Battling high blood sugar, here's a piece of avoid drinking cold water.
Oh, here. Stepping is the ability to project one's mind into the consciousness of another by way of the fold. While stepping, one has access to the weaponry, strength, and intellect of a given vessel and may fully control their actions. Man, they're really trying to make it sound cooler than it is. She stepped! Holy shit!
No.
Didn't you play this game on Steam one time? I did not. I've never played this game. I will, though, because I want to be able to experience before it's lost media.
Alright, guys. Even in the video, but before I do, that system, for some reason it felt like a downgraded version of the Assassin's Creed Focus system, if you know what I'm talking about. Then you know. But anyway, that's pretty much it. If you liked it, leave a like and a comment. With that being said, this is pretty much it. See ya.